Periyar, a rationalist, iconoclast, social reformer, and certainly the most influential statesman in Tamil Nadu, is 139 years old now. It has been 45 years since he passed away, but even today, the dwindling population of right-wing saffron bears in Tamil Nadu couldn't cut a chip off his work. Last week, politics in India took several interesting twists and turns. Most importantly, it proved the great economist Karl Marx wrong. Marx said capitalism would dig its own grave and eventually end up in communism, while what we saw happen in Tripura was the exact opposite, where communism died a sad death, yielding to right-wing fascism on the political spectrum. So, we also saw the bringing down of statues of Lenin in several places in Tripura, and the climax to that was the insinuation by one saffron bear in Tamil Nadu who pointed out that similar fate will be met with by the statues of Periyar in Tamil Nadu. That particular shameless bear is now probably buried his head in a pile of its own shit. But before we as a people forget and move on to the next story, I'd like to talk about one specific aspect of Periyar's work besides all of the others, like women's empowerment, contribution to the development of Tamil language, the self-respect movement, his work in social justice and representation, empowering the Dravidian ideology, fighting for federalism at the center, waging a war on caste inequality, Hindi imposition, and so on. Really, the only thing I really want to talk about is caste surnames. This is a listing of my dream team in Indian cricket, and if you look closely, every name listed here is the name of a caste. This will never happen in Tamil Nadu. On the other hand, this is a listing of all the 234 members of the Legislative Assembly of Tamil Nadu. I dare you to find a single caste name in this list. And not just this, not just this. Thanks to Periyar, this guy, whose pickles are in poor taste, just as the name of the brand itself, can never ever sell his pickles in Tamil Nadu. So the point is, Periyar is an integral part of every person's life in Tamil Nadu, and no matter who you are, you can never take that away.